First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
In motion left is Watkins.
Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. In motion left goes Smith.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Penny. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Pollard going to try the right side.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10.
In motion right is Brown.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And he fends him off. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins.
62 yards.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate? What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now, After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
A give to Pollard running left. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running right, it's Pollard.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
This will be caught by Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watkins in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes.
They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. And now an audible here into something else.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
81 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second down, Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. There he goes, right side.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
63.
But first down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Hurts going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Runs over him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Mariota to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 126 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. There he goes, left side. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll run with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third down and goal coming up here. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So holding everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Eagles going to... to their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Prescott to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
63. Easy, 63, pass.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Now you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw.
This throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
He's back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've run out on the final throw.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And